As you know from my other videos, the patterns I like to trade the most are tightly made continuation patterns like a falling wedge or a bullish pennant. The pattern that you're looking for should jump out at you, and you should already know what patterns that you like and that you want to trade the most. It should be so obvious that you can't help but see the obvious pattern on the chart. And not only should it be clear and obvious, the chart's candlesticks should move coherently and smoothly with minimal chop. Because remember, the less choppy and volatile a stock is, the tighter I can make my stop losses and the more reward I'll make on a trade. So really look for those coherent and smooth trending stocks where the candlesticks have one solid direction. You don't want huge candlesticks, one's red, one's green, and it's just flailing around. Just ignore those and move on. And not only that, but the clearer a trade, the more traders will be looking at the same trade and force a price in the favor of the direction that all the traders see that pattern. So if it's a very clear pattern, a lot of day traders will be looking at it, especially if news happens or if it's just a typically day traded stock. Once it breaks out, a lot of those day traders will be buying the breakout, which will end up forcing that price in the direction that the day traders expect it to go. So just focus on stocks that are actually moving coherently and that have good, clean setup. That's why I exclusively look for either a chart with a very strong momentum that has a pullback or a tightly woven pattern, such as a pennant, triangle, or wedge, to trade on the breakout in the direction of the overall trend, which creates that confluence of trade setups that I like to see. Now, I will also trade bilateral patterns that break out to either side, but I think it's very important to start with continuation patterns because they have a higher accuracy since they're biased to breaking out in one direction, and it's better to only trade the best setups. I mean, why would you want to waste your time, effort, money, and emotions on anything but the best? Why sell 10,000 different products and have no profit margin instead of just selling 10 great products 1,000 times? It's the same thing. The point is, you're better than that. Don't waste your time trying to argue with these stocks. Keep your head above that, just like you would keep your head above arguing about stupid things with stupid people. You don't want to get caught up in a game of chess with a chicken that's just going to knock over all the pieces and say it wins. And now I know that this probably all seems very oversimplified and vague and yet very detailed and specific all at the same time, but with how subjective the market is, it becomes a little challenging to explain exactly what these setups look like and how to know the overall trend and exactly what to do in every scenario, which is exactly why it takes some practice and why day trading is all about oversimplifying until you have a strategy that can be implemented the same way without guessing or questioning. So in the meanwhile, please just stick to one market sector, one group of stocks, one set of patterns, one technical strategy, one risk management strategy, and one time frame so you can find and execute the same technique again and again and again. Don't waste your time like I did trying to learn everything and using intuition on when to buy and when to sell. Be better than I was, and since day trading is so subjective, I've made a bunch of other videos going over trade setups and my thought process in great detail, so please just check those out if you're interested and if you need more detail. I hope this helps you as much as it would have helped me back in the day, and now go out there and get clear on exactly what you'll trade and how you'll trade it, and until next time, keep it simple, take it easy on yourself. You never know when the day will come that you suddenly all clicks and your life changes forever. See you next time.